It's the other side of Brian's question. So, Alexa, in your view, what's the problem with the financial institutions, the banks, the insurance companies, the investment companies, as to why people are not turning to them for advice? We are supporting them, serving them with digital marketing. Why aren't they doing the job?
So great question. I'm like, do you have 5 hours of time? I would love, no. So the question was, what's wrong with the financial institutions? So I'll just start with some of the basics, and I won't pick out any specifics, but so right now, the average financial institution doesn't want to talk to someone if they have liquid assets outside of your retirement of less than $250,000 of cash. And they want to take them and they want to go invest them, but let's just take people in this room. Let's say you're in your 20s and 30s, and you happen to have $250,000 of liquid cash, which would put you, by the way, in the top 3 to 4% of the whole nation. You probably shouldn't be investing that money because you probably need it for something like saving for a baby or buying a home. In fact, there's a rule of 5, which is if you need the money in 5 years, it shouldn't have extreme exposure to the stock market. But so the first thing is that the bar of entry is so high that they don't want to talk to this millennial audience, millennials being anyone under 35, but let's just say anyone under 40 who's still building wealth. If they do take your assets, they tend to charge between 1% or 2% of your assets under management. So let's just pretend that you have $100,000 with them to keep the math easy. That means they're charging you between $1,000 and $2,000 to give you investment advice. They often don't cover all the other aspects of your financial life that are the real problems that you have, like can I afford a mortgage, and what credit card should I have, and how do I improve my credit score, and oh, by the way, do I have the right insurance for renters? But so they charge basically $1,000 to $2,000, and then they put you in funds that are often their own funds that often charge another 1% to 2%. So with you not even knowing it, you may know about the first $1,000 to $2,000, but you probably don't know about the other $1,000 to $2,000. So there you are trying to build your wealth, and to just get investment advice, you're paying between $3,000 to $4,000. That is Bananaville. You're like, I'm trying to build my financial situation. And so one of the things, and I just had this great guy who's an expert in the space just get on a soapbox, and he was like, they have really relied on complexity and hidden fees, and they only take care of people who have tons of assets. And so when you really think about it, it's really hard for the rest of us to actually go get financial advice. That's the brokerage firms. Then you have the insurance companies, where a lot of times they hire salespeople, and their job is to sell 2,000 pieces of insurance a year. That's it. And yes, they have to have some sort of fit, but there you are, it would be the equivalent of going to the doctor and being like, I don't feel well, I'm pretty sick, and you're worried, you want to get better, and them getting paid to give you as many shots and as many prescriptions as possible, and you're like, but I'm not well, please help me. And I think that a lot of the way that just the financial institutions were able to really grow up, and not everything that they're doing is bad, to be really clear, but in general, they service really well people who have tons of money, which is unfortunate that younger people and people with less assets who actually need more help don't get it. And then finally, they're often, the alignment of motivations are not there. And what I love about the internet, this is one of our values as a business, is trust and transparency, which is at LearnVest, you pay a subscription fee. It's about $500 a year. That's it. We have full money back guarantee. Boom. You know exactly who you get. You can see, who your planner is. You can check their LinkedIn profile. And that's it. And we don't sell any products. So if you need insurance, we'll say you need $1 million of term insurance for your family. We like these 3 companies, and we don't make $1 in recommendations. That's the way it should be. That's exactly, and lots of countries across the world, so UK and Australia specifically, have actually passed laws to say fee-only advice, where the alignment is clear, is the way to be, and that's what we believe in, and that's where we think the industry is moving, and we're really proud to be one of the leaders in that, so.